There is now a member of the European Parliament from France who does not think the U.S. represents the values of the Statue of Liberty anymore. They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So they should be very grateful to our great country.
Something different. There is now a member.
Alright, giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that told me this truth that rule well. Shalom to the elect scattered to the four corners of the earth. My name is Kodash Paya. And as you can see here in this lesson, right? Because these are prophetic events, and this is why the Lord said to watch and pray. So we're supposed to watch for current events, which leads to major prophetic events. As you can see here, where the French lawmaker demands U.S. return Statue of Liberty, right? And that's funny because I think it was, I'm not sure if it was the Secretary of State for the U.S., but one of the speakers, political speakers, she was stating basically towards one of the, French reporters, stating that if it wasn't for America, they'll be speaking German. You know, going back into the wars and everything. But it's just showing you the pride, and not only that, it's showing you that prophecy, Revelation, I believe it was Revelation 17 and 16. When they shall hate the whore, you know, because this is all, what Trump is doing right now with all these policies he's passing, all these bills, you know, tariffs against his own countrymen, or against his own allies, if you will, which is going to cause internal conflict. As a matter of fact, before I even read this, right, I want to get a precept real quick. I just thought about the precept. Right? In the book of, hold on, bear with me. You have the book of St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 25. Matter of fact, let's read, we could go up to verse 23. Actually, St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 23, where it states, and he called them unto him, and said unto them in parables, right? Because remember, the Lord spoke in parables. You know, he made comparisons. He made visual aspects for those to understand. You know, if he was supping with them, for them to understand, you know, certain prophetic events that will occur within then and then in the latter days, which we are now. And it wasn't meant for a lot of people to understand. You see? But anyway, it says, how can, verse 23 says, he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against Satan and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end, and the end is manifesting, right? You know what? That's the spirit. There's another precept that just came to mind real quick. In the book of Acts, chapter 5, around about the 38th verse, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Khan. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone." Right? So, hey, we're not partakers of, these elites, the government. We're not looking for them to refuge. We're seeing allies departing, house divided against itself. As the scripture said, Lord spoke about divisions. And that's how this Babylon the Great, America, as it's known as, is collapsing from the inside out, internally, as well as Rome has. Alright, so the spirit, you can't kill the spirit. The shame that was done back then is being done now. Alright, so that's how we're able to discern reincarnated of who's who and what's what. You see? But anyway, it says, and let them learn. It says, "For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. It will come to nothing." Right? So everything that this place has been built upon, which ultimately is rape, rob, and murder, against the people of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical Israelites. It's not gonna stand. It was done by blood, and it's gonna end. It's going to end by blood, by bloodshed, by double unto her, as the scriptures has said. And the her is talking about the whore, and the whore is talking about who? America, which is referred to as Babylon, old virgin daughter, Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Because we in them latter days. We in them times, man. And, hey, the scriptures is speaking. It's everything is manifesting. But anyway, it says, it will come to naught, meaning nothing. So everything they're trying to establish is not going to fully flourish, as it tells you also in the book of Job. I believe that's in what? The 20th chapter? Around about the 23rd verse? Lord willing, we'll get it, if it's the spirit. But it says, but if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against God. And that's why they're trying to build up these different space forces, starlings, which the Lord is showing you how he could use the angels to destroy the starlings when it was destroyed, when it collapsed in the skies. And people saw it. But this is also showing you the division that's ultimately leading to the scripture we're going to get here. The book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse number 16, where it states, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore," which is talking about Babylon the Great, referring to as these, NATO, these European countries, right, forming that alliance that they had been established for quite some time. But now we're seeing it diverse, right, where Daniel saw with the vision of the 10 toes, which was partly iron and partly clay, referring to as what? Being partly weak and partly strong. Okay? So it says, "And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Okay? So that's referring to as when World War III fully erupts, when shit hits the fan, when that red button is about to be pressed. Yeah? You're gonna see who's gonna side with who. Right? And Trump, man, Trump is is shaking up a lot of feathers right now. Alright? You know? And from the apostles on down, we believe that he's Nero. You know, he gotta be one of these fucking ancient Roman, hothead political frontiers to start certain wars, certain conflicts. Okay? And it's all prophetic. So, let's play this video real quick. Which, you know what? I might just let it play in the beginning of the video. But it tells you here that Jamal Osborne, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, fired back after a French politician suggests that the U.S. should return the Statue of Liberty to France on Sunday. Yada yada yada. A member of the France left-wing public party. I'm not gonna read this, man. I mean, you could take a screenshot, read it. There's various articles going on this. This is just on one of the social media platforms, Hollywood Unlocked. This is the video, Lord willing, I'll play it in the beginning. But this is just showing you where things are leading to, and the end is definitely manifesting. You know, because this place is not liberated anymore. It's about to become a dictatorship, a third world country, and we're about to see mass anarchy and enslavement and various intense prophetic events occur in this fucking wicked ass society. So the fire's not being lifted anymore. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.